Okay, y'all. So I remember the time that God allowed me to see the other woman in a dream. So I was in my prayer and fasting era because I was in the middle of standing. So I was praying 2 hours a day in the Holy Spirit, and then I was praying regular prayers in English throughout the day, and then I was worshiping a lot. That was my life, fasting, worshiping, praying because I needed direction from God. I needed strategy. I needed all the things. So God would show me a lot of things. He would reveal things in the physical, but he would show me in a dream. So I had a dream of him and this woman. I never knew who she was, and they were being intimate. And then I got up the next day. I'm like, okay, God is showing me who this person is. So he came home one day, and when he came home, he smelled like incense. And I'm like, did you bring somebody home that was smoking in your car or anything? He's like, no, what you talking about? So I go up to him, I'm smelling all over my husband. I'm like you smell like roses and incense and all the things. And what I didn't know in the moment is that God was strengthening my spiritual smell because I had had an encounter before where God allowed me to smell like a witch. It was like a stench on her, but that's the pointless. So he came home the next day. I didn't worry about it. I pushed it under the rug. He came home the next day and he passed me, and all I seen and like I seen a vision in my mind of somebody blowing on an altar, like a woman's lips blowing on the altar. And when he passed me, it smelled like roses and incense and things like that. Okay. And I was like, what the heck is this? And when he was in the room, the smell stayed in the room. So I called up my friend. I was like, girl, I was like, I smell incense and stuff in a room. And she was like, you need to pray against love spells because it's an altar. This woman has an altar, okay? So me and him sitting on the sofa one day, and I described the woman to him in my dream, and the blood leaves his face. He looks like he's seen a ghost because he was really understanding that God really showing this girl what I'm doing, and he got a little uncomfortable. So I'm like, okay, I seen a woman in the dream. I never seen her since. So one day I go to the store, I get in the car, and when I would leave the house, he would get on the phone and call women. He think I didn't know that to this day. So I get in the car, and when I start the car up, his Bluetooth is still hooked to the car. So the woman from my dream, her picture pops up on his screen, and he labels her as the answer, but she's really a witch. So I'm like, okay, I call my spiritual mother. I say, listen, I say, I know this gonna sound crazy. I said, but I think he's sleeping with a woman that's into witchcraft. I say, I'm telling her everything that I went through. I'm like, I had this dream about her. It described her. He smelled like incense every time he come home. The house don't smell like it till he get here. I don't know what's going on. He labeled this woman as the answer. And she was like, she talked to me, and she's a prophet as well. She's like, he's very much aware of what he's doing. He's very much aware of who she is. So then one of my friends outside of that, the hood friend, she like, well, you took a picture of her on the screen, put her number in Cash App so you can make sure you see her up close to see if that's the woman from your dream. I put the number in Cash App, and she pops up. It's the woman from my dream. And I'm like, oh my God. So when he get whiff of me talking to my spiritual mother, because I tell him, like, of course I was still green at the time. I didn't know I should just went praying. I tell him that I'm like, you in covenant, you're sleeping with a witch. And I mean, he went off on me. He gaslit me. He even texted one of our prophetic friends like, she going around telling people I'm with a witch. That was no such, I did no such thing. But I say that to say how God will reveal to you what your spouse is doing in real time. I didn't have to go look. The only thing I did was put a number in Cash App after I found out all the information. It's literally like God dropped the information in my lap. And he not only did he reveal to me what was going on, he tested my spiritual senses. Like now I have the gift to be able to smell certain spiritual things. That's crazy. And I just want to say that part. Like it's like y'all, as I'm telling y'all or replaying what God is showing me lately, it's like I'm remembering more and more and more. Because one thing, when you're pregnant with a baby, you tend to lose like your memory. Like your mind is everywhere. So now that I'm coming down from the pregnancy, it's like God is showing me and walking me through what happened, actually to take me through the healing part again, and then to show me all the red flags of where I went wrong and have me process what really happened to me. And it's crazy that so many women are commenting back and saying, hey, I went through this, I'm going through this, I don't know what to do. It's crazy how the devil will play with women through relationships. It's sad that they have to go through that, but that's okay, because I'm here to help you walk through that. Because one thing I'm going to do is expose the devil plot, schemes, plans. One thing we going to do, we going to get delivered, we going to get healed, we going to get set free, and we going to be on the path to purpose, to who God has for us. God did not intend for us to go through this, right? But he will definitely use it for his glory. So I'll see you guys in the next video.